let's view site entries. Now, interestingly enough, some members have done more than just contributed more than just a little welcome message. I know several people gave welcome message in the blog post, but now one of the great things that I have noticed is that Paul has been using the blog posting tool, and he used it for answering a question. But what I also would like to point to is that Paul also has written some poems, and he's published them there. Here's a second one by Paul, Ever and Ever. And he's posted these poems, and he's just using it as a blog. It's a place to express yourself and to share ideas. So Paul has kind of understand it. And you can see he said, I write some poetry, so I'm going to post some. So there we do. We know that Paul writes this poetry, and he's posted it there and shared it with everyone. And here you can see where Brenda said a hello to all, and Grace Lynn, she said a hello from across the ocean. And there we see Francesco's tag. Now you'll notice also that no one else used tags, so you don't see any tags listed, and you can't search for these posts through tags. So one thing that I would say for Paul is that he should tag this with poetry, original poetry, or some other kind of word, and that would show up in a tag list, and therefore if people were searching around for any poetry, something that was related to poetry, they would find Paul's post and they could read his poetry. And I recommend that you go read Paul's poetry because I really enjoyed reading them. I think they're very cool. And thank you to Paul for sharing those.